to teacher training. We're moving into our last segment, which is our Tandem Tenets. Those are our policies, and I'm just going to highlight some of the more important policies. You do have a link to all of the Tandem Tenets in your Google Drive class folder, so you can download that and read through that. Our student conduct policy, I want to go over that. Basically, students are expected to conduct themselves in a manner that's honoring to God, to themselves, to their parents, and to the TandemEDU program. Some of the student expectations that we have, they're not allowed to use any appropriate language while they're on campus or in general. We just don't tolerate that. They're to exercise kindness and courtesy when dealing with everyone. Fellow students, teachers, facilitators, their hostess. They should show respect for their bodies in that we don't allow tattoos, we don't allow excessive piercing for our teachers or for the students. They're to respect your authority as teacher or facilitator, the hostess's authority at all times. So we don't tolerate any disrespect. We also ask that the students show respect for the facility and that we're going to leave it better than we found it. That's how we're able to come back to the same facilities year after year, is we take care of it. Leave it definitely better than we found it. And then while the kids are in your classes or anywhere on campus, we do not allow public displays of affection, hand-holding of any kind. No hugging, kissing, touching, none of that is allowed. And especially during the pandemic, no contact whatsoever. It's just not necessary. We just need to keep everybody safe. So from time to time, discipline issues are going to arise. We first ask that you handle it in class, okay? And then if you come back the next week and you're dealing with the same issue, at that point it's time to let your hostess know, okay? And then the hostess will generally contact me as well so that we can get involved and then we can talk to the parents. So first, thing we ask you to do is warn the student and say, hey, that's not acceptable. Not going to tolerate that. Mm-hmm. And then if it doesn't resolve itself, then we're going to need to go to the parents, and that's generally me making a phone call or an email to the parents. And then if it doesn't resolve, then we're going to have a conference. And we'll have the teachers, the student, me, all together so we can try to hash it out and correct the behavior. The dress code for teachers, we ask that our teachers dress up. We used to allow our teachers to wear jeans, and we found that they just weren't respected as much as the teachers when they dress up. So we ask that you just not wear jeans, not wear t-shirts. Tandem t-shirts are okay. If you want to get one of those and wear those, that's fine. But generally just dress, kind of professionally. If you're going to wear a skirt, it needs to be at least knee length. No tank tops, no exposed shoulders are allowed for students or teachers. Let's see, no low-cut tops, no high-cut tops, none of that. No tight-fitting spandex, no exercise clothes. We just don't allow any of that for our students or for our staff members. And then I do want to go over... Yes?
So how about shorts, like in the summer? Can they wear, if they're nice shorts?
They have to be fingertip length at least.
Okay.
So yes. And same with skirts if the students wear skirts. Yeah. Inclement weather policy. So from time to time, it's necessary to cancel classes because of bad weather. We've had a hurricane blow through that we had to cancel classes for, and of course those occasional snow days. Our policy is if your local public school cancels or delays opening, then we are going to cancel classes. They've got the staff out patrolling the roadways. We trust that they're in contact with all of the local authorities. So if it's not safe for their folks to go out, it's not safe for us to go out. So that is our policy. If they're canceling or delaying school, then our classes are going to be canceled. And that means all the content will be pushed up online. So you'll email your students any assignments for the week, links to things they need to do, all of that sort of thing. All right, and then tutoring. We have a tutoring policy here in the Tandem program. We ask that our teachers constantly monitor their students' progress. If you see a student slipping below 85, between 80 and 85 in their overall class average, let me know and we will refer that student for tutoring. Now we offer semi-private tutoring, which is 3 or more students per tutoring session at $20 an hour. So we ask that we hook the parent up with the tutor, and they work out the arrangements in terms of where's it going to be, what time, payment, all of that. But we just make that referral. If a student wants private tutoring in any subjects, it's $50 an hour. And again, that's paid directly to you. We don't get involved with the payment at all. And then private tutoring would be 1 or 2 students would be private tutoring, and they would pay $50 per hour directly to the tutor. If it works out to do the tutoring on campus, that's encouraged. If not, it may need to be another day of the week, but that is definitely going to be worked out between the parent and the tutor. And again, we're just making that connection so we know that the student is getting the assistance they need to stay above that 85 average. Especially in our math and English classes, the student has to have an 85 or higher to move to the next level of classes. So for example, if they don't finish English 10 with 85 or higher, they can't start college level English classes. If they don't finish Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 with 85 or higher, they can't move into college level math. We've found that standard, that benchmark, allows our students to be very, very successful then when they get into college classes. We have an overall college class GPA of 3.7, and I think that's because of the strong foundation that our students have. And we've got like 80 students in college classes now, so yes. All right, do you have any questions on the policies?
I'm just wondering what the schedule is, daily schedule, Tuesday, when does it start, when do the classes start, and when do they end for the students?
All right, and we'll go over that because that's very specific for each campus. So, and I can show you where you can find that online. Okay. All right, any other questions? All right, I think that's it for this session.
That was quick.
All right, yeah, very